That's a lovely finale. Oh wow! So that was Leinaudi. Let me see what song it was. Ludovici and Naudi, like a brand new album, and it's really beautiful. So I played a couple of songs of it, and it's just so lovely. Okay, coming in. Hi, Mayan. Great to see you. Hi, Diane. Welcome. So we're almost all here. So, okay. All right, so welcome to day 9 of the 40 Days Awakening Intensive. And time flies, obviously. Like so many things are occurring in all the stillness that can be. It's like it is so fully alive, you can't believe it. And we enjoy that the most. Like when we become still, you actually start to feel that more and more how alive this present moment is. So whether that's with or without music, doesn't even matter. But it's like so great to have an opportunity to become still again and deeply connect with your withinness. And today is a bit, like you could say, like a bit of an beginning of the spiritual healing class that will start next week. So it's not really an introduction to it, but we actually use aspects of it in this moment together. And so one part of it, of this moment, is then the meditation, and that's what we're going to start. It is from this Spiritual Healing Handbook that we compiled today, that we put together today. And so the next part is using some expressions of that for there must be one in there, like there must be one expression in the book that is really like coming to you like unbelievable. And that is exactly the one that I love you to share with us. So of course you didn't have much time to actually take a look at the handbook, and maybe you don't even have it. So that's why I made it simple today to have 4 expressions, and there might be one that is really speaking to you. And that would be okay too. So, yeah, it's 10 a.m. Pacific time. It's about time to start our day right. So let's do that with the meditation that is available, and that was prepared today already on YouTube. Like you can watch it. So I really love this because it's like everything I want to hear about healing, and come on in. So everything you want to hear about healing, but not hearing with your ears, you want to know what this is about. And yeah, I love all these expressions that are coming to us in this. So that's what we will use in the spiritual healing moments together on the Thursdays at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Central European time. But anyway, it's like, just, if you have a chance, just be there. Because it's so lovely. It's so lovely. But you know what to do. That's so great. So it's like, well, there's no advertisement going on in this. It is just that I'm full of it. I cannot stop myself from expressing it because I'm too excited about it myself. So that's whether anyone is coming or not. I don't even care about that either. So it's so great to give away what you have received, like all the joys in that. And you are the lucky one receiving it and giving that to me. So I'm the lucky one receiving that from you. And that's why this is like a moment together a moment of union, which we give to each other like, you can have it all. In that, I receive it all. So it's like the same with the music that we start with. Why not go crazy for the love for God? Like, give yourself a break. Go love God. Yeah, whether you go crazy or not, it really doesn't matter. Why not be ecstatically happy for your love for God? I love you for that. Absolutely. So never think that you have to behave a certain way during these classes, or don't worry what anyone else is doing. You just go ahead and be yourself. That's the most important part, So anyway, enough said. We Healing is the one ability that everyone can develop and must develop if he is to be healed. Healing is the Holy Spirit's form of communication, and the only one he knows. Fear does not gladden, healing does. Fear always makes exceptions, healing never does. Healing is predictable because it can be counted on. Everything that is of God can be counted on, because everything of God is wholly real. Healing is the way in which the separation is overcome. Separation is overcome by union. Healing is the one ability that everyone can develop and must develop if he is to be healed. Healing is the Holy Spirit's form of communication, and the only one he knows. Fear does not gladden, healing does. Fear always makes exceptions, healing never does. Healing is predictable because it can be counted on. Everything that is of God can be counted on, because everything of God is wholly real. Healing is the way in which the separation is overcome. Separation is overcome by union. Thank you. So that was lovely to be still with that for a moment. And so we continue to use these these examples, I could say, like the examples that were in the meditation, because there might be one that really spoke to you. So maybe you want to write that one down right now. I'm going to pull them back up. So I don't know if you have pen and paper somewhere. So this is, sort of 5 expressions, but there might be one that's really doing it for you, and that's great to put another light on it, so to speak, later on. So I'm definitely also using one of these. So let me know if you need more time or if everything is all right. Did you write it down? Do you already know it by heart, or do I just need to be quiet for just a second? Okay, understood. So we're going to use this to express yourself. So first I want to share a little bit about this expression. Like, healing is the Holy Spirit's form of communication, and the only one he knows. So that is a wonderful start that I love to use. So I'm taking this thing off. I don't need to hear anyone. So the idea of healing is the only communication the Holy Spirit knows. And that immediately brings up the question, or gives you the confirmation, depends on what you are experiencing. So it brings up the question, what is healing? Healing then is like the communication of union, the communication of spirit, like being in spirit, being in an uplifted spirit, communicating with the attributes that have nothing to do with your senses. And that's a conceptual description of it. So you could say, like, light and love are say ingredients of this communication. Connectedness is an ingredient, an attribute of this communication. Wholeness is a part of it too. Like, it cannot really be described, but as an experience of you. An experience of you being in communication. It is what it says. Like, the Holy Spirit knows only healing as communication. So when you, in your healing moment, don't experience that, like when you in your moment of meditation don't experience that, then there's no healing taking place. Like, that is a real palpable feeling of being lifted up. That is just happening like this. And so then something went wrong, you could say, like something went wrong. Apparently, I'm occupying myself in my mind with something else. Now, to open back up, or to let go of this thing that appears to be in the way, is one step you can take. But then it's also like you cannot force a healing moment. No, it is inspired, like it's inspirited. That's why this is spiritual healing. It's not physical healing, or it's not material healing, or financial healing, or who knows, relationship healing, or whatever variety you can come up with. Now this is spiritual healing, and so it has everything to do with spirit. In fact, it has to do with you in your spirit, in your inspiration. So this comes to you by inspiration. Now, inspiration is not a doing. So we will see in the handbook too, it's like healing has never to do with doing. Like it has not to do with doing. So it's not a doing on your part. And that's great. And healing is certain. That's also so wonderful to hear. Like healing is certain. You can completely count on it. Healing is predictable. As we said in the title too of this meditation, it's like healing is predictable. It is predictable. And so predictable doesn't mean that you control it, but you know it's there. It's like, yeah, no, it's there, of course. I mean, healing is there, of course. Like, what cannot be whole if God created it? Like, it is certain, you can count on it. It is always there. It is, yeah, I said it. You know, so this beautiful description of the healing of the Holy Spirit is communication. Like the healing that the Holy Spirit knows is communication. It's the only thing it knows. Like it only knows of healing as an experience. It is inspirited. So yeah, it is beautiful to not being able to express that conceptually. That is so great. That's so great, because it's like, yes, allow this to happen to you, and it is given. Allow this. Be inspired to be open to receive this for yourself. Let it go of any kind of idea that you hold about it. Emptying your mind to allow this to occur. Forgiving your brother. Like, no, whatever happened before, it's over, it's gone. Whatever is going to happen in the future, it is not here. So it can touch me not. It doesn't do anything at this point. The only thing that is right here is this possibility for you to be inspired. Literally to allow the light to come into your mind and feel the unity that takes care of any idea of separation, of problems, of concerns, of all this anxiety, fear. Like, here it is constant, it doesn't waver, it is not an exception like fear is. Fear is an exception. Well, I will not use all the expressions of today, but it's more like, wow, can you imagine? This is so wonderful. What a gift to have these expressions in line given us today, like literally, like given us today. It was like a download. I just was led from one to the other, and I only had to bring them into this little booklet, and so that was just a form in which it came, but it was just there like this. So it's a download that we can use to really take time to let ourselves be inspired, and that is so beautiful. So now you see, like the language of spirit can be anything, It doesn't necessarily have to be words. No, it is silence. It is making space. It's relaxation. It is laughing. It's having fun. It's you know, it's like, yeah, give yourself the space to be yourself. Express yourself like as you feel moved to. And so this, yeah, this we practice too a little bit, like not so much, but we practice this a little bit in the moments that we come together. We play some music, let ourselves move a little bit, or like, oh wow, I love it, to relax in this what is given. And it's full, it's like it's fresh manna, it's always new, it's always right here. And yeah, that is doing something with you. So that's so great. So you don't have to do something in order to let it happen. Healing is never concerned with doing. Never. So that's great. It's also never concerned with exceptions. So there's no exception. Like there's no escape out of healing. There's no exception to it. It happens naturally to you. It's certain, it's reliable. All this. So wonderful. Thank you so much for joining today in this, say, demonstration meeting that we have. So the great thing now is that we can give this to each other as a gift that we first receive, and give it to one another in whatever way. Like there's no rules to do this. It is just about the intensity of your experience. Like you allow this to speak to you and then see what happens. You will be inspired to express, or to be quiet, or to do whatever. Because it is not really related to doing at all, but it has everything to do with recognition. And recognition is, yes, I received this for myself, and I feel the love of God. Like I feel this happening to me. Oh my God, I'm actually opening up to this. I'm allowing that to occur. Well, this is our possibility to share this with one another. So this is not about your ideas about the 5 expressions. No, this is you express these expressions, the one that you chose, a couple of times for yourself or out loud, and then see what happens. Like it doesn't have to be related to anything that you know that you did in the past, or that, no, none of this. It's like, no, let this be completely new. Like try to express the newness of it that you just are discovering while it actually is happening. So in other words, open your mouth and it will flow out in whatever way. You can completely trust that. And the good thing is we're here in a very safe spot. It's like, yeah, nothing to fear. And everything is all right. You can express yourself in any way. There's no good and bad answer or anything. So that hopefully makes it easier for you to express yourself. And it's not up to you. It's really like given to you.